You're about to enjoy an It Takes Three Network podcast.
Every girl fantasizes about finding her Prince Charming. But if that prince refuses to come, a girl has to take matters into her own hands. In my feelings. Welcome back. This is Three Gossip Girls, a Gossip Girl podcast. Get some popcorn, grab a drink, because it's going to be a long one, I feel. I'm Liz.
I'm Michelle.
And we have two guests tonight.
Woo.
My sister, Shanna.
Hello.
And her fiance, Ryan.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Season 2, Episode 8, Pret-A-Poor-J. Cute title, right?
Like the store.
Right.
Yes.
It aired originally on October 27th of 2008, directed by Vandy Curtis Hall and written by Amanda Lasher. The summary for this episode: Jenny befriends a young model, Agnes, who encourages Jenny to not only explore her wild side, but also confront her boss, Eleanor, who is attempting to borrow Jenny's designs. Serena meets an artist, Aaron Rose, and realizes they have an instant chemistry. Blair attempts to seduce Chuck, but it proves tougher than she ever imagined. This was a weird episode. I have not watched this since it came out, so I don't remember how incredibly awkward this entire episode is. And it's kind of funny. My drink this tonight, the Glassful of Gossip, they don't know what's in it. I just prepared it. They've been sipping on it the entire episode. It's very pretty. You will see it. I have to take credit. It's a very beautiful color. You will see it on Instagram as always. But I entitled it The Wild Kiss.
Oh.
Yes.
But what is it?
In The Wild Kiss, thank you for asking, Michelle,
You're welcome.
You should ask that.
is Pellegrino, regular basic Pellegrino water. Then I decided to do a fancy Pellegrino, get the sweetened prickly pear and orange flavor, which I felt like prickly pear was kind of like worked, like the prickly.
All right. I like it.
There I am trying to describe prickly.
Yeah.
And then I squeezed lemon and lime juice, topped it with a cara orange slice and a leaf of basil, as Shanna would call it. Basil.
Is the Pellegrino that actual color?
Yes, the Pellegrino is
so
pretty much the color of the cara orange, but I diluted it with the regular Pellegrino, so it's even lighter. It's a very beautiful color. I can't wait for you guys to see this one.
Did you ever consider perhaps you should be a mixologist?
A mixologist. See,
You're doing a
I
real
have a
good
funny
job.
story. It's not even a funny story, but I'm glad that Shanna's here for this because growing up, my dad was huge into getting fast food. So when my dad when it was like Dad's like day to take Shanna and Liz out, we would go to Taco. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the best.
We would go to Taco Bell
You
and
get a donut for breakfast and then Taco Bell for lunch. It's the best.
so Shanna and I have a habit, still do to this day, of going to the soda machine and putting ice in it and pressing probably one of each flavor of soda.
Oh yeah, gotta do
So we enjoyed that so much that when the places like Moe's and the movie theater, now they have that machine that you literally can mix 100 flavors. We just stand there.
For 10 minutes.
We stand there for hours because we're like, we can mix so much stuff.
You put Pib, you put
She
root
makes a
beer.
different drink every time.
Every
you go to the
time.
movies.
It
But
usually
they all taste
tastes
like Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper.
They generally
just tastes
always
that. Like
just
everything turns brown when you mix
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
So I maybe as a young age I just was inspired by being a mixologist.
Did you ever mix cereals together?
always mix cereals?
Okay, because that was my thing, and Aunt just
So
could not
cereal
get over the fact that I
what's
did
Michelle's eating the cereal trifecta?
That. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Chocolate and chocolate, fruity and chocolate, anything goes together.
See, I never generally mixed chocolate
Really?
with fruit.
Same.
I would do chocolate by itself so it could make the milk chocolate,
right.
but fruit by itself or like brand
Or
things.
chocolate and peanut butter
Ooh,
cereal.
chocolate and peanut butter. This is not a food podcast, even though we would like it to be.
One day, I think though,
We should just have
I
one.
really.
When there's food in the episode, you can talk about it.
Yeah. There's so much
there's
food.
waffles.
Good one coming
There's
up.
so much
Simmons
food.
waffles, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Rufus and his waffles. So let's get started.
Yeah.
I figured it's going to be a long one, so I'm going to try and get each plot character. Yes, Michelle.
Before we get started, I just want to know, why did you guys pick this episode?
I just tagged along.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
tagged along.
So, all right. What?
Well, I might have my episode picked out.
Yeah.
But as Alyssa said, I think you said it last podcast, or whatever, I could have picked anywhere from
she could have
12
picked.
to 20 or
Yeah.
whatever. But then this episode, I feel like I feel like you like Jenny, and I'm intrigued.
Do you?
Me,
No,
not
she's
me.
saying
Michelle.
I like
Oh,
Jenny.
She means Michelle.
Oh, me.
likes
I'm
Jenny.
not saying me. Oh, no.
Yeah. Does anybody like Jenny?
I
Michelle likes Jenny.
I like Jenny.
And I think that, as I told you when I saw you at the bachelor party, really we're getting up to the peak, like
Yeah, you
where you're
did
gonna
say that.
learn a lot about Jenny. So I'm intrigued. This is like just the beginning.
Okay.
That's just
Right.
me.
Also,
Rise
the
to
introduction of one of Ryan's crushes in real life, Willa Holland.
Willa Holland.
So
Praise be.
she's a gorgeous girl.
Yeah.
She's just so naturally gorgeous.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of fun to have guests for this episode because this is definitely different than what we've watched in the past, at least season and a half at this point.
Yeah.
So lots of cringe moments.
Yeah.
You guys are here for it. Please no hate. We're going to talk about our opinions and we're just going to go with that. As watching it now, so many years later, I have thoughts. So we start with the episode. It looks like Chuck and Blair are getting hot and heavy. Just so happens to be a dream. Blair's dream. A great dream. And she wakes up. Dorota comes in.
Leave me alone.
And she's like, I have to finish what I started. And Dorota's like, God is always watching, Miss Blair. I love this. Cracks me up. But then Blair is like, the start of her day. She's smirking, and yeah, I know Michelle's having a gross face. It's
No, I'm
gross.
sorry. I'm just listening. I don't
To-
mean to have a gross face.
Yeah.
Resting gross face.
We can continue with the Chuck and Blair. We'll just get
Sure.
that out of the way because there's a lot going on with that. We go to not the next scene, but later on, Blair is walking to school in the rain with her fabulous polka dot umbrella. Chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck pulls up next to her in his limo. He says, "You can come in for a ride if you say those words to me." She's about to get in, but then he locks the doors so she can't come in.
I hate
Still
you.
the game. Still the game.
So 3
Yeah,
words.
say the
see?
3 little words, and she says, "Yeah, I hate you." This is just so absolutely frustrating. For the audience, I feel this is very frustrating.
Yeah.
Later on, we have a whole school scene, which we'll talk about, but Chuck and Blair, again, Blair is waiting on Chuck's limo. They're still throwing around the stupid why do we have to keep saying 3 little words? Just say the 3 words. The 3 words. Just drives me crazy.
know.
It's the thing, Liz.
I know. They're taunting each other, and Chuck says, "Just get in." So like she's trying to seduce him. He finally caves. She gets in, and then a scene later, she's changed into a different dress. Don't know when that
Yeah.
happened, but
Right.
maybe he had it waiting for her in the limo or something like that. They go to a bar. She's trying to torment him. He's seeing the vibe.
Well, he was playing the game because, like, you smell like desperation.
Right. She's like, "Smell my perfume." He's like, smells like desperation.
Yeah. And then the wine spill.
Which she purposely did so she
course.
could wipe it up off of his lap. Then he's pissed because he said, "This is boring. I am bored, and now you just ruined my pair of pants."
And of course, she's supposed to right on the crotch region.
Well,
so let me
of
just
course.
tap
There was
it.
no hard evidence.
There's no hard evidence of
Yeah.
anything happening.
But of course, I always took my like high school, like junior in high school, right? Junior.
Yeah,
There's-
they're
Yeah, to go get
they're
Cosmos.
senior.
You're right.
Cosmos at the bar. That's
Oh,
usually what I did.
always.
Oh, I
always.
know.
Always.
I know she said martini. I'm like, what? This makes no sense.
And how is there no hard evidence? I'm sorry. Like, you're a high school boy. The girl you want to
Well,
fuck
it's
is
Chuck,
touching
though.
your
wait,
dick.
aren't they in their senior year?
No, I'm pretty
Because they're
sure.
they're in their senior year,
Because
right?
They just had the whole
Oh, you're right.
college
Yeah.
Oh,
episode.
the second season. You're
New
right.
Haven can wait.
New Haven
You're
can
right, you're
wait.
right.
I guess we'll bring in Dan and Serena just so we can kind of finish up Chuck and Blair because Dan has a part in that. Just start at the Humphrey Loft in the beginning of the episode. Jenny has a new do. Don't even recognize her. She's got a new do. She's running around. She's on the phone. She's handling her workload and school and all of that. As she's about to get into the bathroom, they're like, wait, no, Nate's in there.
I would have been like, okay, let me open the door.
She opens the door. He's standing there, I guess, either in a towel or his boxers or whatever, shirtless. And can tell she's staring.
Oh, hell
Well,
She's
I
like,
yeah. He's like perfectly tanned.
Yeah.
Like,
I just gotta say,
damn.
maybe this doesn't apply to you guys, but if you've ever been to like a very cheap barber shop, they all have the same like picture on the wall of like the haircuts that nobody ever points and says, I want this haircut. But they always have the same poster. But Nate's haircut literally looks like one of those like Eastern European like barber shop
little
pictures.
flip.
Yeah.
He's the poster
And it's
boy
got
for
like
haircuts.
the little like textured at the top, right? It's so
Perfect.
2008. It's so
Yeah.
2008.
Oh my god. It's true though. Nate's whole attire is very 2008.
But like it's funny because Jenny and Nate have had this weird friendship, trust, connection thing, but we haven't seen it in a couple.
We haven't seen it in a while since
because he was being a man whore.
Yeah,
Wow.
but they were friends, and now all of a sudden, I guess when you see your friend who's like turns out to be attractive, shirtless,
Right.
you react.
yes.
Sure.
Imagine if I acted like that. If I saw like.
Do you
my
remember
roommate.
they kissed at the masquerade ball too because he
Oh
thought
my
she was
gosh.
Serena. So like there's
Right.
that. I feel like Jenny never forgot that.
Whoa.
And I guess, he technically never forgot that either. So there was something lingering very under the
Well,
surface.
Michelle said it. I think in like one episode of the first season, you said like something's weird here.
Yeah.
Like,
And again, at the beginning of this episode,
Yeah.
I was like, I hope this happens.
And
until
then
it happens.
it happens. We will get to that. We go to Waldorf Designs, and Jenny is meeting with Agnes, who's the new model. And she compliments Jenny on her dress. She's like, oh, wow, this is such a nice dress. And then the buyers from Bloomingdale's come in. Jenny's telling Agnes how she's supposed to be in on this meeting and she has to get to it. But Eleanor says to her, finish your work. You can't possibly come in on this meeting with me. It's not today. Today's not the day for her. So then at that moment, Nate arrives. You left this book at home. I thought you might need it. And she's like, oh. And you can tell she's like smitten. Like, Nate, what are you doing here? And as soon as he leaves, Agnes says to her, oh my God, he totally has a crush on you. But Jenny's like, nah, I'm just his little sister. He doesn't think of me that way. She's like, I think he does. And so she's teasing her.
But I mean, he was in Brooklyn and came to Midtown. Where are they?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know where Eleanor's spot is.
It's not like a quick jaunt.
No, it's not. To sum up that portion of the episode, Eleanor comes back from her meeting. She does apologize to Jenny for not letting her come in, but she's admitting that the meeting didn't really go well. Therefore, they liked one piece. It happens to be Jenny's piece
She was nice
that
to her
she's
for a
wearing.
reason.
Right, that's true. She was nice to her
True
for
that.
a reason.
Thank you.
Yes. So Jenny's like, oh my God, they like my design. So Eleanor's like, yeah, you think I could have it? And she's like, well, and she's like, well, if you're offering.
And
So
she does say you'll sit in the meetings too.
yeah, this
right?
is a trade-off. Like, you can have the dress I can sit in the meetings. So everything is good. So she's like, get to work on making another one because Jenny is literally wearing this one. So she's like, get to work on making another one. Where can we go from here? We can go to school. Dan and Serena, they have a civil conversation. They're talking about their school and this girl, Isabel, in class. Oh, right, Isabel. She's one of the...
Yeah.
the minions.
one of the minions. But Dan says to her, oh, it was so nice seeing you the other night and talking to you.
They're so weird.
Yeah. Blair approaches and she asks them for help on destroying Chuck because now she's mad. Chuck blew her off, so she's pissed.
What I found weird about this scene is that Serena's like, Blair, Padge can help
Right.
you. And I'm like, Padge literally knows nothing.
He knows
has
nothing.
No sense or guidance when it comes to this.
And Blair says that, okay, what am I going to take advice from him for? But then Dan says, well, I'm going to try and give you some advice. And she's like, I'm just going to go off the grid and have him, miss me. But he's like, no, do the opposite. Become unavoidable.
Because that's the man's perspective.
I guess.
What
But,
about you,
like,
Rye?
why would that be?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like that would be so annoying.
Yeah.
To me.
I cut right to the chase, though. I'm not like Chuck. He plays this long game. No, I don't have any patience.
Same. I'm the
I have no
same
patience.
way. Like
you know.
this.
So.
Uh-uh.
Yes,
Oh,
no, no.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kidding, right?
Did you guys play this game?
Yeah, we didn't date for 2.5 years.
Yeah, I wasn't playing a game
You were
though.
just-
There
I was
was
just
only
young.
there was
Just
one player and her
stupid.
name was Shannon.
Yay. Play it.
3
Very
words.
cute. Yeah, so Dan gives her the advice. We know what she does later on with that advice. We go to the gallery. There's a show, a new artist. Serena meets this man or boy. Rufus calls him a kid, so I'm assuming he's
A
Serena's
man-child.
age
Well,
because
he's
later
college,
out we
right?
find out
RISD?
RISD. So around actually.
Rhode
If he
Island
went-
School of Design.
No, if he went to RISD though,
Oh.
how did Serena go to the same
Camp?
Can't I guess maybe if they're like a year apart,
Well, if she's a senior and he's
maybe a freshman in college.
yeah, or even a junior, they could be in
Junior.
the same.
Yeah,
like,
I guess they could be in the
10
same
to
like
12
right,
group at
the
camp.
general group. So Serena meets Aaron. He actually admits that this is his work and this is going to be his show. They have this banter, flirty sort of. She makes fun of him and then he introduces himself. During this time, Dan and Vanessa, because Serena came to the gallery to see Dan. It's like the whole episode Dan and Serena are trying to hang out. And I'm like, why? Why are we forcing this as a friendship? Like, I get it, but
were
also
friends
I
before.
really don't.
But like, okay, why can't they just accept that? Wow, we're civil, and if we bump into each other, we can have
Right.
a good conversation.
Why
We don't
do we
need
have
to
to
force it.
We don't have to force it. I know. I don't get that.
Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Or they just want to see each other.
Yeah, they just miss
Yeah,
each other.
they-
That's
they-
what I was
Well,
saying.
I think definitely
But-
Padge does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Serena misses her friend part of Dan, how she used to talk to him and he understood her, sort of, even
Well,
though
he's
super
normal.
judgmental.
He's normal.
Right. And he's also
Normal.
in that, he's in their realm, but he's so far from
He's the
Disconnected.
outsider,
that. Yeah. So, but I can see Padge being like, yeah, I kind of want to hang out with her because
He's
I
just
miss
stupid.
her.
He's
Oh, he's just
I'll
stupid.
follow Serena around.
Yeah. So they have plans to hang out. That's why Serena goes to the gallery. During this time, Dan and Vanessa are unpacking boxes, getting everything ready for this. And Dan gets a call from Blair, and Vanessa picks up the phone. She's like, "Why is Blair calling you?" And Dan's like, "I don't know. It's nothing." So Blair tells him that it didn't work, what she tried to do with Chuck. And so Dan says, "Why don't you go to his house where he's vulnerable?" I don't get how
Intercept
that's
him.
going to make a difference,
In
but
his bedroom.
yeah, so at that time, over the loudspeaker, Dan hears Serena's laugh, her obnoxious laugh, Aaron talking, and so he's like, oh, shit, Serena's here. So she comes out, and he's like, hey. And at this point, it seems like Aaron and Serena are going to, like, either decide to, like, hang out or, like, he's going to ask her out or something. But Dan's like, oh, are you ready to go? Are you hungry? So they leave. And then Aaron's like, oh, is this have fun on your date? And Serena makes a point to say, like, oh, this is not a date. We're just friends. But Padge is like, we used to date. Why do you have to go into it? But we're friends now.
Well, he has to
Whatever.
still make his mark. Kind of my territory, back off.
Yeah.
And Aaron's testing waters, like, oh, let's
Yeah,
see
he's
how
like,
this goes.
oh, maybe she's, not 100% into that.
Right.
Right after that, the quick scene of Serena and Dan walking with their coffee. Serena keeps getting all these texts from Blair's, interrupting their conversation. And so Blair's texting her saying, oh, do you have candles? I'm going to set the mood in the house. So she's at the Vanderwoodsons trying to then seduce Chuck before he gets home. And then she says to Serena, this is going to be easy. Literally the letters E and
On
Z.
their NV2s.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Classic.
Serena's like, you are so bad. We can just go to that scene really quick. Blair is at the Vanderwoodsons. She's in her lingerie. Chuck comes home and he sees her there. And he's already like, okay.
Oh, he doesn't
I'm
see.
into this.
He doesn't see her there. He sees her neck.
He's
And the bow?
The neck.
The
Nape of
bow.
the night.
The nape of the neck. Yeah.
all the candles are lit and she's putting up her hair just so he can see the nape of her neck. She's like, ew, Chuck, get away from me. But secretly she's dying and she's smiling. And he starts to like try to undress her. They make out, of course. But the moment is quickly taken away because Serena keeps texting Blair. And so They both, it was so weird how drastic the music changed. They both like get up, run to the phone. It was like a comedy skit. And they both pick it up, but then Chuck sees the text from Serena and the text that Blair sent her. And so he was like, oh, okay. Now I know this was just truly a game to you. Still, it's like, okay, we know it's a game. It's
Because
always a
you're
game.
both playing it.
You're both playing the fucking game. I can. Meanwhile, Serena and Blair, then this is the night like that they're setting up for the gallery for this show, and they go to see Dan. Then Rufus sees Dan and he's like, oh man, Blair's been here a couple of times already this week. Is something going on there? And Dan's like, oh, definitely not. Serena just wants us to be friends, but I'm not really into it. And Rufus is like, why can't you just tell Serena that you don't want to be friends with Blair? He's like, I don't want to really rock the boat because we're just starting to be friends again. And, you know, it wouldn't be a good time. It's just too much. Too much for me.
Yeah.
At the opening. Oh, we're at the opening, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place
Well,
tonight.
the episode. All over the place.
That's how I feel. Like, I took my notes and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So Dan, this is when Serena and Blair come over to Dan, and Serena's saying how Chuck's gonna meet Blair there, and Blair's really nervous, and Blair's like, yes, Blair would like a drink. So Dan goes to fetch her the drink, and then Vanessa comes over to Dan, and she's like, I can't believe you invited Blair to this event. She's so awful. And Pat just like, yeah, she doesn't seem that bad. She's been really vulnerable with me. And she's like, oh, vulnerable? Let me tell you about last week where her and Chuck used me as a game.
That you started it.
Oh.
No.
So this is why I asked you last week if you felt like Vanessa started it, because I knew people like this would say something like that.
What? No.
You tell us after the summary how you feel.
That's right. Everyone knows.
I mean, you obviously can tell us whenever you like, but yeah. So Vanessa tells Dan about the game that Chuck and Blair played and how Chuck was actually more human and felt more apologetic than Blair did. And so Dan is shocked. He had no idea. And she's like, well, I was really embarrassed. I didn't want to say this to anyone. So Dan stores that. Then meanwhile, we could just talk about Serena runs into Aaron. She congratulates him about the opening. And she's like, so who are you going to celebrate with? He's like, yeah, I'm going to celebrate with my dog and my dad. But like maybe you for dinner.
You.
So she's like, you. And
You.
yeah, right?
He said you
Like the way
You,
he said
you,
it,
you.
it's like, hey, you.
Hey, you. So he asks her to dinner and she has to decline because she says, I'm not dating at the moment. And he's surprised because he's like, wow, I usually give that excuse, but I'll give you a second chance. It's like, dude, she literally just told you she's not dating. And you're going to be like, let's try it again,
And
though.
also, way to have confidence, boy.
Right. That's true. It's ballsy. Maybe he's like on a high because his gallery showing went really well. And he's like, all right, I'm going to try and ask this really pretty blonde again.
In classic TV show, she sneaks like the sight of Dan picking up the boxes in the
Oh.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
But he
Yeah,
says,
she's
like, remember, see, I caught it at the end, but
yes.
do you
So
have
he
it?
gives her a riddle and he says, if she can tell him the fate of Cecil the caterpillar, then he'll give her a second chance. I'm yours, he says. So then he excuses himself and she's like, what the fuck?
I'd be
I
like,
don't
this guy, he's either
She's like, oh, riddles? I don't do that.
Artists?
creepy.
Weird.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Blair and
so-
Chuck. I don't do riddles and weird
Brooklyn?
things.
Ew.
Yeah. Blair immediately runs over and she's like, Chuck is here. He wants me to meet him on the roof. OMG. Serena's like, oh my God, good luck. And like, there's just, it's like, what?
It's happening.
It's happening. I guess you're going to say I love you, but even though you're not. And so Blair goes up on the roof. Chuck is there. He's so ready for her to say it. He's like, all right, I don't have to do
He's
anything.
glowing.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, right, this moment's going to happen.
And his
She's
bow
like,
tie.
yeah, and his bow tie.
that
And like,
suit is fine
pretty
as
much
hell,
is
right?
like a
Yeah.
tux. It was all outlined.
Right. It's like,
Yeah, it was very Chuck. It was very Chuck.
No, it was.
So she says, why don't we, this is so silly, why don't we both say it together? And he's like, that's not the game. That's not the plan. That's not the rules that I had. And she's like, but I asked you to say it first. And he's like, oh, well, I wasn't supposed to say it first when you were still dating the Lord. And so they have a huge argument and they ultimately can't say it to each other. And they get heated, and so he leaves because
And she's humiliated.
and she's absolutely humiliated. She's like, oh my God, I'm just gonna say this to him. Yeah.
I don't know. This whole scene, I'm like, first, we know what's been going on because we've been watching you guys play this stupid game for episodes. We didn't need a play-by-play. It was we just lived it. I don't know.
Right before that, though, we have a quick scene where Blair is ready to go up the stairs. Dan steps in because now he's tainted from Vanessa, and he's like, hey, maybe like Chuck hasn't changed. Make sure you prepare yourself and like
Almost stay guarded.
yes. I was gonna say guard your heart. That was what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
But I don't actually blame him for saying that.
No, because it's the truth. Even
Yeah,
though
but she just needed the slightest ounce of
doubt.
doubt. You know.
Yeah, but is he doing it to protect his best friend, or is he doing it to help out Blair? Like, is he planting a seed in
Yeah.
Blair's head to like mess with her to get back at what she did to
I
Vanessa?
guess, but like
or
to me,
think so.
I
Yeah.
feel like that was even over his head to do it.
I also think that,
You
too.
know?
But it was
Yeah.
too subtle.
It was so yeah, like
because he doesn't think like them.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Right.
That's true.
So
That's
I
true.
was like, okay, maybe he's meddling a little bit because now he's like mad about what
but
they
he
did
takes
to
like
Vanessa.
full responsibility for it.
But yeah, he does because he's like, yeah, I did say
And he
that.
tells Serena immediately, like, "Oh,
Yeah,
smile."
so I don't know. I'm mixed with that
Yeah. me
because
too.
to me it would have been it's inevitable that Chuck and Blair are constantly playing this game, and yeah, she should guard her heart at this point because they're literally haven't said it to each other. They're still not saying it to each other because they're still playing the game.
And she even explains to him early in the episode about how, like, I cannot say those words because I'm just going to be another girl that he won. So even with him thinking that, it would be like, hey, listen, just you need to guard your heart.
Right.
And it's Chuck
You
Bass.
should. So I don't know. You guys let us know
But
your thoughts on
Serena
that.
flips out on him.
Right.
It's
So
like, no, you don't understand. She
Yeah,
actually loves him.
because then Blair comes downstairs. She's hysterical. She's like, I need to get out of here. You can stay. I just have to go. Serena comes up to Dan like, do you know what that was about? And so Dan's like, yeah, actually, I do. She was going to go say I love you, but I told her she probably shouldn't. And I was just doing that because I felt bad for Vanessa. And Serena's like, this is about love. What? This is about two people who love each other. Why did you have to meddle in it? I'm like, he didn't meddle in it, though. He just said, like, 2 words that Blair already was thinking.
Right.
So I don't blame him. I just don't blame him. But also, I don't know if he did it like, he admits it was malicious, but also it didn't feel malicious to me.
Agreed.
So,
And
I
Serena
don't know.
should know who Chuck Bass is.
right.
They would have fucked it up anyway.
Right, exactly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so she's angry about that.
Yeah.
And then Dan happens to find Chuck in the stairwell, and Dan's like, hey. Chuck keeps running. He's like, I know you're hearing me. He's like, yeah, I was just trying to ignore you. And Dan says to Chuck, look, I know what's going on with you and Blair. And he's like, oh, that's none of your business. But then Dan's like, yeah, but she was actually going to say how she feels. So if you can hear her out. And then the music, and Chuck's like face was like, boom.
It's like, until I stopped her.
Until I stopped her. Yeah.
Boom.
And so Chuck's like, you stopped her, son of a bitch. We can just sum up Chuck and Blair, really, because she goes back to her house. Chuck goes to see her there. And he explains to her that he knows why they can't say I love you to each other, because that would, A, ruin the game. B, it would be the end of everything, because once they started it, then they're like pretty much end game at this point. So they can't say those words to each other because it will change everything.
And also,
And they're not ready for that change.
It's beginning something that will end.
Right. And he's like, inevitably, we will end.
One of us will mess it up.
One of us will mess it up. We're just doomed from the start. So why even bother starting it? So she's crying. He's crying. They kiss. He leaves. Okay.
And he says maybe one day
Maybe
in the future.
Maybe in the future.
Duh.
Michelle's like, I'm
Well, because
waiting.
you can't picture Chuck and Blair holding hands and Chuck and Blair going to the movies.
Right. Chuck and Blair, Chuck and Blair, Chuck
Well,
and Blair.
I can picture it. They could picture it.
Right. We go back to Jenny after Eleanor tells her to work on the design. I don't know how she ends up here, but Agnes invites her to a bar.
Yeah.
They literally don't tell you how she ends up there. And she meets up with her and then her boyfriend, Max, which we find out Max is, I don't know, I guess a photographer by trade. He's not a professional photographer. He's just a creepy guy with a camera.
Creepy.
and
weird
yes, and a
accents.
weird actor. But Max likes taking photos of Jenny, super creepy. And then they're about to leave. They're gonna go to like onto the next party, and Jenny's like, I have to go home. I have to start working on this design. I have to stay up all night and finish it. And Agnes and Max are pressuring her to stay out, and so
they switch outfits.
inevitably they go. Yeah, they go into the bathroom. They come out with Agnes wearing the dress that Jenny is supposed to be giving the buyers. Oh, not that exact dress, but the dress. And so Max is taking pictures of them, and it goes viral all over MySpace.
And like Agnes is obsessed with Jenny and believes in her designs.
She does, yeah.
But
why do you think that is?
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how you feel about that.
Yeah, I'm
Michelle.
also intrigued to see how I feel about it because I'm still not sure how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Bitch.
No.
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
no. Would
no,
you-
no,
She's just a free spirit.
free spirit.
But Jenny's like 15.
yeah.
Like, would you be
Jenny
really
is
hyping?
15.
Would you be hyping up a 15-year-old saying that they're like the best thing in the world when you're like an adult?
Right. Well,
It's a little weird,
sort
right?
of an adult.
Yeah.
Later on, Jenny then goes to Waldorf Designs to give Eleanor the finished dress, or what she thinks is a finished dress, and she's working on it. Agnes comes in. She's like, and Jenny's pissed because Agnes and Max, when they found out Jenny wasn't coming, they just left her at the bar, and Agnes is wearing Jenny's dress. So Jenny's pissed at Agnes. Agnes comes in, tries to apologize to her, but she's like, hey, look on my computer. You were blown up. Everyone wants to like know you, and Nylon Magazine's interested in all these people. So Jenny's like, oh, wow. And so Agnes says, you should do your own line. And Jenny's like, okay, yeah. How am I going to do that? But when she's done with her dress, she goes to give it to Eleanor. And Eleanor is disgusted by it because it's not finished. The seams aren't right. The zipper's not right, blah, blah, blah. And Jenny's like, well, what are you talking about? I worked really hard on this. It's not my best, but I worked really hard. Eleanor says, I saw all the pictures. The girls were talking about it. The models were talking about it. And I know Agnes was wearing the dress, and you didn't, take this seriously. And I can't believe I had a child do this. So once Jenny heard that, she popped off. She popped off, and she's like, oh, you just think you're just jealous of me, and you want to use my designs, and if I leave, then you'll have nothing. And so, which is pretty valid.
I mean, all of this is
the way she says it, but
pretty true.
I don't know. I was giving her snaps for that.
right, yeah, same.
Yeah.
Because this is now the second piece that Jenny has designed, and it seemed like Eleanor was going to give her credit for it, but it just hasn't happened yet. And now the buyers are ready to see the pieces, and Jenny could have potentially been on the meeting, but Eleanor calls her a child, so it sets her off.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I worked all night on this, and then she's like, maybe I should quit. And Eleanor's like, well, you should. And well, she doesn't say that, but then she's like, let's talk about this tomorrow on Monday or whatever it was. So Jenny's like, I want my dress back. So she gives her the frock that she had just designed, gives it to her. And Jenny's like, no, the dress from the fashion show is hanging up. And she says, no, I want that dress. And Eleanor says, if you take that dress, you're never going to step foot here ever again. And so Jenny walks up to her with that attitude on her face. And she takes the dress and she leaves. And were you surprised?
No.
Right.
I think this is great.
I know.
Take your
I
dress.
think it is too.
Yeah.
For her. It's just hard.
She's burning a big bridge, though.
Well,
She is burning a big bridge.
yeah. This whole situation is like I see both sides.
Right. It's hard not to see both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, Jenny goes to visit Agnes and Max in his apartment, their apartment. I don't know whose apartment this is. I guess Max's apartment.
Yeah.
And Agnes has heard what happened with Jenny, and she's like, oh my God. But she's like, don't worry, because Nylon is interested in you, and they want to do a piece on the designer to watch. Agnes suggests that she start her own line, which we said before, and Max can photograph it. Not to worry.
All set up.
Yeah, so she's like, are you my bitch? And Jenny's like, yeah, I'm totally your bitch.
Ugh.
I'm the bitch.
Bitch.
Let's take our clothes off.
Yeah. That was actually outside the gallery, but then they go to Max's apartment, and Jenny sees all of like his work, and she's impressed by his photographs, and Agnes and Max are like making out, and it's super awkward for Jenny, and she's like, hey, I can go. This is weird. And Agnes is like, no, don't go. We're not going to go until to these parties until after midnight. Like, only the cool people go after midnight. So she hears her favorite song, which I will talk about in trivia. And she starts dancing to it. Max is taking pictures. She's like, come on, Jenny, dance with me. And as they're dancing, Agnes literally takes her top off. Still has her bra on. She's dancing in her bra. She's like, come on, Jenny, take your top off. And so Jenny takes her top off. And they're dancing like all over. And Max is like disgusting, taking photos of them. And then there's a knock on the door. And Agnes opens it in her bra. And there's Nate Archibald. Why? How? So before that, Nate goes up to Aaron and he says, what do I have to know about Max? Like what is he like as a guy? And he's like, oh, he's a good guy, you know, but just don't have him date your sister or anything.
Did anyone else find it weird that we meet Agnes because of Jenny and we meet Max because of Agnes, and Aaron's here for his gallery, but he knows Max?
Yeah.
It's strange,
And
right?
everybody went to RISD.
What a small world. I know.
Yeah.
Small world.
In a city of 8 million. It's just totally normal, right?
They went to RISD, so like they're buddies.
Just don't date your sister.
Yeah, so don't date your sister. So I guess he gave him Max's address, or someone got his address from somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe he got Chuck on that. No, I don't know.
Yeah, but right.
So he goes there and he's like, Jenny, what are you doing? Jenny's like, what are you doing here? I can't believe you're here. You're not my dad. And Nate's like, let's go. And she's like, I'm not going anywhere with you. So he sits on the couch. He says, I'm fine. I'll wait for you to be ready. And so she immediately is like, ugh, fine. So she puts her clothes on. They walk out.
Sweetie, I told you he likes you.
Yeah, and then Agnes goes, sweetie, I told you he likes you. How embarrassing. If I was Nate, I'd be like, oh, what?
But clearly.
But, I don't know. Yeah. To sum up the Nate and Jenny storyline, they go outside. He's like, you're in bad company. This is not good for you. He's an older guy. And Jenny's like, I'm fine. I wasn't going to do anything out of my comfort zone. Like, don't you trust me? Know me? Why do you care anyway? You're not my brother or my father. And he's like, I just,
And she kissed him, right?
And so she leans in and she kisses him. And they stop. But then she's about to leave and Nate pulls her back. And they start making out.
I think we're just caught up in a moment here.
It's
right?
just a heated moment. I don't know. Is it?
Well, he's not like Jenny went through the checklist. Not my brother check. Not my father check.
Right.
You
It's
work.
true. She's like, oh, okay. So this could work out. Who knows? This one scene we didn't touch upon was when Dan and Serena, after they kind of apologize to each other, they say, why don't we tell each other the truth? Serena immediately says to him, oh, well, I was got asked out by Aaron and I kind of like him and I kind of want to go because he seems like a nice guy, right? He's a nice guy, right? And Dan's like, yeah, he's a nice guy. And I totally give you my blessing. So she's like, I weirdly feel like I've known him forever. Oh, wait, I did. Literally in the same breath. Oh, I knew him. Camp Swiss. Swiss.
He's my husband.
He was my husband, and I ate the licorice. It's like, how do you remember all that? You didn't remember the guy's name.
Well, it just came flooded
Came all back to her.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is Dan gives her the blessing, so she's like, all right, I'm going to go after him. I have to talk to him. And as she's going to go find Aaron, he's on this motorcycle, and a girl gets on the back, and they drive away.
He didn't even give her a shot to come back with his or her answer.
He didn't.
But
He's
I
a
guess
player.
he's kind of
Think
like,
about that.
doesn't matter.
So that was a hot mess of an episode. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
We went in all types of circles.
But that was the episode.
But that was the episode.
Yeah.
No,
You had to separate the two. I was going to say, like, we missed the Jenny stuff, but I like he separated into two storylines because that's like two totally separate things, but it's ridiculous in the
Right.
same breath.
We
Yeah.
have, you know, her making the dress and being really successful with that, but then ultimately meeting this Agnes, and now she's kind of like, all right, I can start my own line. I'm ready for this. And so that's a whole another entity. And then the the Chuck and Blair stuff. That was ridiculous. And then we have really just like the Serena, Aaron triangle with Dan, and then Nate and Jenny at the end. So let's just take a break on that, absorb, and we'll come back. Back from break. We all don't know who to pick for MVP and shittiest, but we'll get there when we get there, I guess. Some trivia for this episode. The title is based off the movie Pret-A-Poor-J. Did you ever see that?
No.
Never heard of it.
I was going with Pret-A-Manager, like the
Oh,
cookie
right.
store.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I was
Yeah.
thinking too. With the hyphens and everything. I thought this was interesting. Aaron Rose is actually one of the few romantic interests in both the TV and the novels. So Serena does have a romantic interest in him in the books as well. This is funny. Agnes's bio reads, "Who am I? This is a tricky question to answer, as I'm not always entirely sure who I am from one moment to the next. In fact, all I am certain of is that I'm not quite the same person as I was when I arrived on the New York City modeling scene all those years ago. I'm rude, crude, and lewd, wrapped up in nothing but a good time. I love to dance and party, and I love to create chaos wherever I can, at least for the moment." So you can set up, that's, if you think of Agnes, it's pretty much exactly who she is.
Definitely. She's just like a free spirit, over-sexualized human.
Definitely. 100%. Some goofs we had in this episode. In the scene where Dan and Serena are talking in the courtyard, an extra with a lacrosse stick is seen walking behind them in the same direction in 2 consecutive shots.
Okay.
Also, in the scene where Aaron and Serena talk during his presentation, her arm keeps slipping from being crossed on her chest and being on her sides. I kind of noticed that one, actually. Some music we had in this episode: Crash and Burn Girl by Robin, Party Traumatic by Black Kids, With Light There Is Hope by Princess 1.5, Walkin' in the Streets by Mad starring Eyes, How Soon Is Now by Tattoo, and Dark on Fire by Turnin' Breaks. So, Vic, I know you're a big Charmed fan. I hope you heard the reference in this.
Tattoo did that version.
I didn't know that Tattoo did that version either. Remember Tattoo? All the things she said, all the things she said. Remember? And that video? And like,
it was
they had the short- iconic.
Oh my gosh.
Iconic. Was that 2000? That was way before 2008 though.
Yeah. Because that video was on, I felt like TRL. all the
Right?
time.
Yeah.
Way before that time. Should we go into some questions, comments, concerns from our peeps over on the socials? I will start with Muse Chick. She sent us a nice paragraph. "Oh my God. First of all, congratulations, Shanna and Ryan, on your upcoming wedding.
That's so sweet.
I
Thank
love
you.
weddings, and I hope
Does she
yours is
wanna come?
everything you imagine it to be."
That's so sweet.
Does she wanna
We
come?
wouldn't notice
Sure.
'cause out of 271 people that are invited. So she's more than welcome to come.
She says, "Okay, so I'm so disappointed in Jenny. I mean, I'm glad she took a stand because Eleanor was treating her like an intern and trying to keep taking her ideas, but the minute she started hanging out with Agnes, I knew it would go downhill. Does she not think that those pictures that were posted are innocent? I don't know, but I don't like her with Nate. Maybe I need to warm up to the idea, but 1, she's 15, and 2, he's her brother's new friend and is living with them, which means they will be keeping it a secret. I'm glad Chuck and Blair finally spoke honestly. They both know how they feel and admitted why they can't say those 3 words. I like Serena and Padge trying to be friends, but when Serena mentioned Aaron, Padge did look sad, and he did say to Blair, even though him and Serena broke up, doesn't mean he wouldn't do it all over again. So we didn't really say that scene, but he does say, when I told Serena I loved her, it was like the best moment of my life, even though the single, no, he said the single best.
Second.
What was the first?
I don't know what I'm thinking. I was like, ooh.
No, and she said it back.
The single best moment of his
single.
life, right?
Yeah.
Or he said
when
second.
she said it back.
Right, when he actually said it back
okay.
to her. Yeah. She said her questions for Michelle and for everyone. What would you do if you were in Jenny's situation after Eleanor yelled at her?
Ooh.
Well, knowing me, I'd probably just like go in the bathroom and cry.
Right,
Yeah.
and not quit.
Yeah.
Right? Because like this is what you want so
no,
badly,
because
but
she gave me a task, and I didn't
I
do
failed it.
And if I'm 15 and this is 15-year-old Michelle, there's no way in hell I would have spoken up.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It's
who's
meek and
more
shy.
wrong though? It's like Jenny like keeps thinking like Jenny for believing Eleanor or Eleanor for just like leading Jenny on this whole time, right?
Eleanor,
You
I
know,
think.
you think Eleanor's
'Cause she's an
more
adult.
wrong?
Yeah, because she's an
Yeah.
adult, but she's also a businesswoman, and this is
Yeah.
her company, and you work under her. And I wonder if she had to sign like an NDA,
Probably.
being like, "Hey, listen, all the designs in this house are done under."
It's a CW show not thought out that
Right?
much.
That's
Yeah.
100% not true.
Yeah.
Sean, what would you do?
Oh, I would say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't have gone out.
No, same.
But that's just 'cause
Right.
that's 15-year-old Shanna.
Right.
Like
no,
maybe
it's such
now
good
I would have
girls.
been like, "Oh, this is not for me."
Right.
But
No, but I would have completed the task and done it well and not gone out. And then if she still thinks it's shit, then I'd be like, oh, well, then fuck you.
do
But
you think if Jenny actually did it well,
if Eleanor would have,
she would have gotten to sit on Barney's
don't-
and Bendel's?
it's very, very tough.
Nah, I don't
I don't
think so.
I don't think so.
No,
I think she probably would just keep like pushing it off. Like, oh, yeah, another day, another day.
so. Eleanor's wrong then.
I think so. But I understand why she did it, though, 'cause she's a businesswoman.
Yeah.
She's very cutthroat, as we see what she even does to her own daughter. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't Jenny like realize that? Like she knows who Blair is. Like
Yeah.
mother like daughter, you have to know where it's coming
Yeah,
from.
but Jenny also was admiring Blair in the beginning.
she does.
That's
And
She
Ellen-
still does.
And Eleanor and Jenny have had some sweet moments.
They have.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
takes her opinion more than her own daughter's opinion. So
and toasted to her after the runway
She did,
show.
right.
Yeah,
So-
that was nice.
I don't know. Maybe
I think
I'd
Jenny
like to
just-
believe that she would let her in on the meetings, but I don't in my gut believe that she
Yeah.
would.
She just wants to be Eleanor.
Yeah.
Like Jenny
Yeah.
just wants to be that. So
Yeah.
Right. She also asked, do you really think Padge and Serena can truly be friends?
No. Not the friend way
That
they're
think
going.
they are going.
I
yeah.
think they can be mutual and coexist.
Right. Why can't they just be acquaintances like we said before? You pass each other in the hall. Hey, hope your day's going all right.
Yeah.
You sit with each other at lunch, but then like that's it. You don't need to like actually go out of your way to be friends with. That's hard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially if you love each other. Yeah, how do you just go to being friends when you never really were friends to begin with?
Really hard.
She also asked, and now that Padge told Chuck the truth, do you think they can start being civil towards each other?
I feel like they have no time of day for each other. Why do you're talking about Padge and Chuck? Is that what you asked?
Yeah,
Why do they even need to?
they don't.
I love how Chuck thinks Padge is so annoying.
Well, he is.
I mean, of course, but like he just ignores him in
Yeah.
the stairwell.
Yeah.
Well, also have another message on Instagram. Caitlin Fenorin. She says, Blair is so beautiful. I can't stop staring at her this whole episode.
Yeah.
I love the whole scene of trying to get Chuck to cave with Padge helping. I thought it was also funny, but then Padge had to go and make everything about himself and ruin it. Chuck and Blair's final decision is so irrational, though. We can't be together because we'd mess it up. Like, why not just try and see? Jenny's hair is horrible. Eleanor is being delusional. I feel like she's having a crisis of relevancy and being an ass. But also, one, why would you go out when you have an important task that night?
Yeah.
And two, why would you give the dress away that you needed to get that task done with? Yeah, it's true. And the whole montage stressed me out. Actually, everything with this Agnes character stresses me out. Aaron can just stop. He is so awkward. There is no chemistry there with him and Serena. At least I don't think so. Pretty much any scene or storyline with Serena is boring to me lately. What is Nate doing? They frame Nate Archibald as known by every girl in every grade at every notable school as this Greek bachelor god, and yet he's going for Jenny? Some questions. What do you think about this Chuck and Blair situation? Do you think they will be good together, or that they're right in thinking that together would ruin the allure?
They're just going to be sad, and then they'll be like, oh my God, we're meant to be together.
When do you think they'll come to the realization?
Not till college.
Oh, so like
Yeah,
not
we're
all
in
right.
this for like a really long time.
Okay.
Interesting.
Would you do what Jenny did and take the dress from Eleanor? We talked about that. And are you as shocked as I am and would like to know what is Nate doing?
I think Nate doesn't know what he's doing.
Because he's lost, as
He's
always.
lost. And you know what? With Jenny, right, she's so focused. But then she has a friend. She doesn't have any friends. So Agnes comes along and is cool and funny and has an interest in her and has an interest in her design. So of course she's going to go out with her. She's also 15. So then they're at the bar and she's like, oh, I love your dress. Can I wear it? And of course Jenny's like, yeah, sure.
Right.
It's like just that impressionable young 15-year-old. Like
Right.
none of this actually shocks me. You know, like we're adults, so we're like, of course we wouldn't go out.
Right.
But when you're a kid,
That's
I
why
guess.
the Chuck and Blair thing, like you have to keep telling yourself like they're kids.
They're kids
well, that's
too.
what I was gonna say.
Children.
Is
They're
that
all children.
they're
Yeah.
so over dramatic and they do these adult things and wear these fancy clothes and drink cocktails, but then it's like, oh wait, you're mentally so young.
Yeah.
You can't actually deal with love.
Yeah.
An extreme version of love.
Right.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least. I just wanted to give 2 shout outs. We had 2 nice messages on Instagram. Adyak says, completely unrelated to what you're actively posting, but are you guys planning on going through the entire show? I just finished my binge watch and I want to follow along with you guys. So I said, hell yes. And so she says, I'm so excited. I'm like, same, because I'm excited for you to do this journey with us. That's awesome. Also, E_Rackcam22 says, hi girls, love your podcast. My commute has become infinitely better since I discovered your weekly OC and Gossip Girl chats. Thought you would appreciate my Facebook status from 11 years ago. I truly am an OG fan XX. And she says Gossip Girl with a heart 11 years
Oh,
ago.
love
I had
it.
that post also on my Facebook. It came up on my memories. I was like, wow.
You remember when Facebook started and there was like you could save like those pictures? They were like it was like an old school GIF.
Yeah, like with the sparkles on it and
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
So I had like saved like a Chuck and Blair.
Oh, stickers.
Yeah, like a stick with
Stickers,
a
yeah,
sticker.
there you go.
That's the term.
I love you so much. Stickers. That was it. I had all the Chuck and Blair stickers. So embarrassing. It's so ridiculous.
Well, you know,
We
it was
were all doing
2008. You weren't even out of high school.
Did
You're
you say
allowed
your
to.
MySpace wallpaper is Chuck and Blair too?
No, it wasn't that embarrassing.
Oh, okay.
But like I had like Sum 41's song as when you could log on to my MySpace
Nice.
page.
Yeah, of course.
From
Of
when
course
they
you did.
first kissed.
Yes. So I wanted to shout out some peeps on Twitter. We have at DG_Davies. I'm actually obsessed with @3 Gossip Girls Pod, the ultimate podcast for commuting.
Yay! So cool.
We also have at Tessa R08 Teresa on Twitter. She says, yes, this episode I love. Agnes, hello. Jate or Nenny? I don't know. I'm okay with it. Cher finally being mature about the situation. Blair at the end with the tears. Don't really care about Serena and Aaron. How do you think Dan will react to Jate?
I don't think Rufy's gonna know, and I don't think Padge is gonna know about Jate.
They're going to keep it secret?
Yeah.
Forever.
Well, not forever, but I can see it being like, oh, let's not talk about this, or let's meet up and.
What do you
And
think
like,
about
dude, you were
Serena
just dating
and Aaron?
Vanessa.
I'm
Yeah, what do you
intrigued to
think
see.
about
I
Serena
think
and
with
Aaron?
Serena and Aaron, I'm more interested in because hello, fresh face.
Right. He's like not
I'm
one of those stuck up
so
kids.
not into Serena and Padge. So
Oh yeah.
if
I
Aaron,
don't. I love Blake Lively, but Serena just bothers me.
same.
She's been bothering me the last few episodes, actually. Yeah. Well, thank you to everyone who sent us questions and comments.
Thank you.
We love them. We can go into headband counter fashion.
I was really bad.
I
at
had
that.
2.
I had 3.
I had 3. There was one girl in the background at the bar who had it on.
Oh, good.
Who was my
good
third?
guy.
Oh, you know what? I counted Max. He had like a
Oh,
headscarf
you
thing.
said that
I was
like a
"Does that
bandana. It's like Antonio Bandanas happening.
count?" Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What other fashion did you guys like?
I liked Blair's outfit when she's with the umbrella.
Me too, with like the
Yeah.
sheer plaid shirt.
Yeah.
I loved
Her
that.
lingerie, all of it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I did like Jenny's leather moto jacket.
Yeah, me
She
too.
looked good in that. Much way better than
I hate her hair. I hate
her hair
it.
is awful and
Hate
the
it.
eyeliner's
Hate it.
awful.
Hate it. I don't like this look. It's
I can't even speak of it.
It's too harsh.
it's Ashley Simpson, Avril Lavigne, and there's nothing wrong with those ladies.
No, I loved those ladies at that time, but it's just it doesn't. It's just so
Flatter
harsh
her.
for her.
Yeah. It's
And the raccoon eyes too with it.
It's that part
raccoon
makes it
eyes
the worst.
Only get worse.
I also
Yeah.
it just feels so abrupt that we're seeing
right. It's
this.
just like overnight.
Yeah, so I was telling you that Taylor Momsen was off screen. Taylor Momsen was supposedly asking the writers for a while if she could cut her hair. She really wanted to do it because she's in a punk rock band in real life. And they kept saying, like, wait for this evolution of Jenny. Wait for this evolution. So now that's why she got the, like...
Here's the
Well,
evolution.
there wasn't much
Yeah.
evolution. Like there wasn't much character development.
Right. It was just like
No,
overnight.
But, like, this is, like, where the
identity.
stuff picks up.
What's her band?
The Pretty Reckless?
pretty
Are they
pretty
good?
reckless.
They're good.
Is she a singer?
She's a singer. She sounds like you would think she sounds, like
Yeah.
her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Yeah, I have like a couple other songs I bought on iTunes during this era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
she's
remember
cool.
those days. I liked Vanessa's nameplate. I was like, oh, it brought me back.
Nameplates. Yeah.
Agnes's hat in the bar with the vest. Like, I liked that whole outfit on her. And then when Jenny put it on, I was
I
like,
hated it on
"Mm."
Jenny.
It's the bangs, yeah. I did like Agnes's faux leather leggings.
Yeah, she looked, that's before
With
the
the bra.
time.
Yeah,
With the bra.
and the,
Even with the bra.
the long neck layering necklaces.
I like Chuck's purple sweater.
Yeah, he looked good in the purple
It's
sweater.
his favorite color.
It's Chuck's favorite color or Ed's favorite color?
Chuck's favorite color.
Ah.
They say that.
I liked Serena's off the shoulder shirt when
At
she
the
went.
yeah, I
gallery.
did not
together.
enjoy that.
You didn't.
Nah.
I felt like it was pretty fashion forward.
I liked Serena's dress with her boobs out, but she had a leather jacket over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those jackets that had that like collar thing?
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
I don't like things on my neck like that. I would be annoyed. I liked Vanessa's purple shirt with like the stripes on
I
it
didn't
with
even
like the
look at her.
gold chain. I thought that was a nice look
She
on
was
her.
fine in
Shanna's
this
awful.
episode.
No, I know. And she's just so beautiful. Like
Vanessa?
yeah, like
Yes.
Jessica Swartz or whatever. She's the beautiful lady.
Beautiful lady.
Beautiful.
Being very nice.
Just because I hate Vanessa, but she's a nice lady.
She hasn't been awful yet.
No. Really? How far?
Shan, she
Shanna's watching it
hasn't.
right now. So how far are you?
Oh, I watch it casually every once in a while. I think I'm at the end of season 2 right now. I didn't want to go too far ahead because, like, I've watched it
Yeah.
through several times, but like, if I knew I was gonna come on for 13, like, I didn't want to have something in my head recently that is past
Mhm.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Just because I would never want to spoil
Is
anything.
13 your favorite?
No, ever? No.
Do you have a favorite ever?
Yeah.
You do.
When is it?
You want me to say it?
Well, no, don't tell me what happened. Just tell me episode number.
I like the season finale of 2 to the season premiere of 3.
Ooh, so like in sight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
like,
it's a few weeks away for
I-
us.
Oh yeah. But like, I don't know if it's not like my favorite because like I enjoyed so much, but like I really like where it sets everything up.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you put them collectively
Yes,
together. I originally wanted to come on for that, and Alyssa's like, "Ooh, season finale." I was like, "All right, I won't."
You know, we did make that rule, but then I promised John he can come on for season 4, episode 1.
That's all right. Just maybe
So if
just
you wanna-
like premieres is okay. Finales, maybe not.
Finales,
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, we'd like to have a lot of people.
So I was like, "You need
send in
to like
questions.
film yourselves because I want to see Michelle's reaction."
I will. I mean, we'll have audio commentary as always. So,
Yeah.
and I'll take some screenshots of her. Just for
Reenactments.
funsies.
What? Oh. Yeah.
How about quotes?
I just have something to finish.
So awkward. I think we both know the moment we do, it won't be the start of something. It will be the end.
Yeah. I have an itch. Only Chuck can
I was
scratch.
just gonna say that one.
I have that one too.
Her knight in shining Armani.
Yeah, I have that one too. Smells like desperation. I have.
Mm-hmm. Like a bass out of hell.
Hey, bitch.
Even broken up, you two make me nauseous.
I have a little sister he'd like to do.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I like photographing you.
Oh, creepy. I should have known better than to give so much responsibility to a child.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Someone loves Chuck Bass.
Yes, someone does love Chuck Bass. Why you guys so giggly over there?
No.
Share with the
We
class.
just like each other.
Oh, they like each other. Interesting.
Ew. Just kidding. I think that's it. But I have
Yeah.
one that I wrote backwards. You can just.
All right. We go into MVP and shittiest. I
Oh.
know the dreaded question.
Rise like had this ready since.
This one's
Yeah.
pretty easy for me actually. Am I supposed to say it?
No,
No.
we're gonna go
Okay.
3, 2,
Okay,
1,
gotcha.
and then we'll say it
No.
all
Oh,
together
okay.
at the same time. So MVP on 3. 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Dan. Okay.
So Rye will go first.
All right. So my original pick was going to be Dan,
Okay.
but at the end of the episode, I switched it to Chuck.
Why Chuck?
So, well, I'll tell you why. First, why it was going to be Dan was because I thought that he was genuinely trying to help Blair out.
Yeah.
But again, it always seems like he's just trying to like do this so that it impresses Serena.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, he's trying to be like a good friend to her to like prove himself worthy. But also, then I switched it because he was totally at the end just doing it to like protect Vanessa, like getting in their heads. I picked Chuck because he found out at the end of the episode that Dan did get into Blair's head. Maybe it's because there wasn't enough time in the episode, but he didn't do the normal Chuck Bass thing of like trying to get revenge or like go back at Dan. He immediately went to Blair and explained himself and set the record straight.
That's good. That's good, Ryan.
So I think Chuck is MVP this episode.
Awesome. Shan?
Very good.
I picked Nate. Stupidly. Because he was the only one that didn't like do anything bad. He literally was just like, oh, I'm here to help Jenny. Oh, here I am again to help Jenny. Oh, here I am. Oh, here, you know. So I feel like, yeah, sure. Like, you know, you helped her. You brought her sketchbook that she forgot. You helped her by looking really attractive. And then helping her when she had her shirt off, you know. I was like, all right.
You rescued her, I guess.
You rescued her, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I picked Dan.
Oh, you did?
I did. He was the only person I felt like sort of made. But yeah, actually, I could agree with maybe Nate did the most positive out of everyone in the episode. But now that Rye is explaining why Dan did the stuff he did, I'm like, actually, you know what? I really don't think he's MVP material, but I'm still going to stick with it because he was my initial gut thought. And you fused?
I did. Blaren.
Blaren.
I
How do I
really
spell that?
didn't like anybody. So I was like, Aaron. But
Aaron.
because I don't really know you, and you were clever, and congrats on your gallery. And you gave Serena this cute little go around, and then you're like, nope. And then I was like, this is what I thought about when I peed, by the way.
Okay.
I was like, Michelle, you need to pick a main person.
You don't have to.
Well, so I picked Blair, and the only reason I picked Blair was because she finally fucking said it without saying it.
Mm-hmm. She like
gave in.
Right.
So I know that was hard for you.
Right. It was hard for her. Shittiest.
Whole everyone.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Matt.
Eleanor.
Jenny. Sorry, kind of started there.
Did you say anything?
I did.
I didn't
She was
even
quiet,
hear
right?
Want me to
her.
go first?
Yeah, go first.
I picked Blair, which, you know, is
Oh.
my favorite character of all time of, like, television. So,
Whoa, really?
She loves Blair.
she's one up there.
Wow.
But I just feel like she just needs to get out of the Chuck spiral. She's
Yes.
just, like, going in circles and circles and expecting different results and doing the same thing over and over again. And also not owning up to her own feelings. But I'm not happy about it because she's my favorite.
Right? Who'd you
Ryan
pick?
immediately had his as well.
Yeah.
Jenny.
Man, I don't know. I just think she's so full of herself. I don't have as good of a reason. It's just like, I don't know. She's so full of herself. She's like 15. She thinks she just knows everything, knows how to handle everything. And
You said she's your shittiest all the time.
yeah.
You said that too
I did.
before.
Yeah, but I have a true shittiest all the
I
time.
know.
Is it
She was-
Vanessa?
Yeah, she wasn't shitty this episode.
No, I didn't give it to her.
I don't know.
You're right,
Just
Jenny.
throughout this whole show, I'm just like, I could do without the Jenny character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Even
Yeah,
though
it's
she's
just-
been my MVP.
Yeah, it's just like, I just wish she wasn't around.
That's the
If you
general
could
consensus.
take somebody out of the show and it doesn't change the plot at all, like it doesn't like develop other characters, you can write them off.
It's true. I mean, as we go on, yeah, I guess you're right.
So funny. We just had this conversation with John
Oh yeah.
about taking characters out of OC and
Right.
who it affects and who it doesn't.
It's true.
Yeah.
And Ant would disagree with him because that's Ant's favorite character.
It's fun when people are so opposing. and-
Yes.
Yeah.
It was fun. I picked Eleanor. Did you pick Eleanor?
No,
too?
I picked Max.
Oh, you picked Max.
Because he's a creep.
He is
did
a creep.
nothing. That was how I was literally just grabbing. I wanted to pick everybody.
Right. And I picked Eleanor, even though I don't like. I understand why she did what she did, but she's like I feel like she's using a 15-year-old,
Agreed. And that is shitty.
and that's shitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can do Patron of the Week.
It's Patron of the Week.
Patron of the Week.
It's Patron of the Week. It's Patron of the Week. Who will it be? It's Patron of the Week.
This week, our Patron of the Week is Michaela.
Kayla.
She's been with us for quite a numerous amount of years, ever since we did Tree Hill Talk way back when with all the boxes and everything. But she's been catching up. She's been posting. She's been liking all of our posts on Patreon, and she's been commenting on our Instagram post. And she does have some questions coming up for our bonus episode on the show You. So if you have any questions, comments, actually at this point it will be done. But you can listen to our episode on Patreon.
Season 1 or season 2? Or
I think we're gonna lump sum the show in general together. Hasn't been recorded yet. This is Thursday.
Season 1.
Yeah, just finished season 1 last weekend.
Did you like it?
It's a peculiar show. I think I like it. I'll say that. I like the idea of it.
Yeah. So I was telling Liz that I listened to
Yes, I'd like you to.
an interview on Did you ever listen to Life is Short with Justin Long?
I have.
I love
Justin Long is great.
He's such
I
a
love
great
him.
guy.
And he had Padge on. You guys know I legitimately thought his name was Padge Bentley and
Yes.
not
Penn
I don't know if
Badgley.
Brian knows that.
We literally have to think about saying Penn Badgley.
No, because when we first started, I was like, yeah, Padge. And they're like, who are you talking about? I'm like, Padge, Dan, Padge. And they're like, that's not his name. Whatever. In my head, I cannot compute anything else. So anyway, Padge was on, and they were asking him questions, and I'm just so intrigued by him.
he's good
He's
at
of the
interviews.
Baha'i faith,
Yes.
which I find fascinating.
My bosses.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he?
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Newly, I think, though.
But they asked him, Justin asked him what his favorite snack food was, and he goes, a ripe persimmon.
He's so dramatic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. And the fact that, so it's weird. Dan, I don't feel not anything for. And then Joe Goldberg and you,
Yeah.
I don't find attractive. Like girls are like the thirst level.
You
is
don't
so-
find him attractive in you?
No,
I don't either.
He's not my. I love the character.
Same.
Don't.
But I don't get-
I'm not attracted to Dan, but I'm pretty attracted to Joe.
I don't get like crazy for
But he's
Joe
like a little
Goldberg.
like scrawny thin for me though.
He's
But
very thin, yeah.
Padge, the person with a beard,
Yeah.
who likes persimmons, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Now that's different.
Now I'm feeling something, but it's funny because Justin just makes jokes about how people are just the thirst level for
They're
him is
crazy.
so-
Yeah. I keep seeing things like lock me in your box.
Yeah, people are crazy.
Yeah.
But to sum up, Michaela, thank you for
Oh,
being our
yeah,
patron of
thank
the week.
you, Michaela.
Her nickname is Mickey. I named her that a long time ago, and she's not offended by it, so it's good. And
Never want to offend.
never
here.
want to offend any of our patrons. Yes. So I will give you the title for next week.
Okay.
This is going to be season 2, episode 9.
Notebook.
Your notebook? It's almost done.
Oh my
Only got one
gosh.
page left. It's time for a new one.
Yeah.
So season 2, episode 9. There might be blood. Not sure, but there might be blood.
Does this become vampire show?
Yes. We got so many vampire vibes with Chuck this episode.
Yeah.
Say it.
Say it, like obviously Twilight.
Just appearing in the dark and lurking.
Yeah, and then he's jumping down the stairs and it's in the dark and
Very pasty complexion.
yes,
Yeah.
half
He
of his
was
face is
extra
in the
pasty.
shadows.
Extra pasty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Well, he gets a little tan, you know.
Yeah. Later seasons with Chuck, it's like
Yeah.
that side, like hard part with the buzz on the side. I'm
Yeah.
like, Anyway, so with that title, any predictions? But to disintel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of sad Blair, but also maybe a weight lifted because I'm sad and this can't happen now.
Mm-hmm.
But I could still see Chuck being sad, but he's not going to show it. So then he will date, and then that'll upset Blair because I feel even though we had this little resolution, there's no way that we're not going to have some kind of game happening.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine the chair just going to rest. See
Right.
you in college when we're mature, and we'll date then.
It's definitely warm. Definitely warm.
Yeah. Okay, is Aaron on the island?
No, he's not.
Okay, cool. So we're going to see that whole thing happen. She'll find him either at the gallery when he has to clean up and they'll have to talk about it. And she'll be like, oh, Caterpillar married.
Right. Now
divorced,
she has
whatever.
to tell him the riddle.
Right. Yeah. So that'll happen. And then Nate and Jenny, it's going to be weird at breakfast. Rufus is going to be like serving waffles and pancakes. And they're just going to be like looking at each other. because the other thing is Jenny has not told Rufus about everything.
Right. Rufus doesn't know that she quit Eleanor's or anything.
So I could see her not telling him and then sneaking off with Agnes. Agnes is her name.
Mm-hmm.
Is she on the island?
No.
I'm assuming not because she's a big person character. So maybe she's going to hang out with Agnes and Agnes will be like, let's make your fashion line and you can do it. I'll get you fabric. We'll go to Mood.
You're very warm. Oh, Mood.
They
Mood.
do reference.
They do reference Mood, of course.
Yeah. And so maybe they'll work on that and then Rufy will find out and then Nate will be like a support system. When does Lame Ann come into the picture? Nate has the lamest parents.
Not
Wow.
soon, but not soon enough.
But can you agree with me? They're lame.
No.
What?
Wow.
Anne is so
They're so white and waspy.
Time will tell.
okay.
It's too soon to tell with that, I guess, with her.
Also in Starbucks.
Not that they're
today.
not boring, but like they're not as
We do develop more of
they're not as
the
white
Archibalds.
bread as you.
Right.
Okay. In Starbucks today, there was a woman who looked like Lily,
Oh, really?
and then I made up a whole.
Oh, I do want to
Story.
note something. After you guys reamed on me the fact that I agreed last season with Serena for telling her mom that she wants, to choose Dan and not be with Rufus.
I don't remember this.
Yes,
No,
you
I'm
guys.
kidding.
You guys were like, what? But I would like to, maybe because I had prior knowledge, but Michelle now seeing how many men, Lily has been through, can you understand a little bit more of why I was like, oh, Serena, like, you've seen your mom choose time and time again men over kids. Now she wants her to. I just wanted to say without saying too much. I was like, after listening last week, I was like, in my car, like,
Things came along.
Right.
Yeah.
They always
Things come full circle.
We'll never, if we say something prior, we value everyone's opinion.
Oh, of course.
And also, I could say I hate
But
this
I have
person
a lot
and
of
like the
knowledge
person.
now.
Right.
Like, when you watch the
do.
show through,
Yeah.
you have like
Right, you look at it with
Alyssa, too,
different
like,
eyes.
You have, preconceived
Definitely.
notions.
Do
Definitely.
you think at this point where we're at, without saying too much, I will hate Vanessa?
No.
No.
I don't know
I
because we're
had
too
a
old
lot-
for
I
that
didn't,
shit.
I didn't
You know what I'm
hate
saying?
her, and
No,
Shanna kept saying that
You know
when
what?
I was watching it.
Well, she's bothersome, but she dated Ed Westwick in real life. So
Right.
knew
So
that.
all of the chair people are like, fuck Vanessa because she's actually dating him in real life. Like,
the
why
time.
do that? But that's
no,
how.
no,
Oh, they're
that-
actors, right?
Right.
Oh no, and that's because I was a child then.
Oh,
now
yeah,
you have
yeah,
this-
yeah.
Right.
Now you have this residual.
I'm sorry. I don't mean
like-
psycho
course.
people. I mean people who are very invested in these characters.
Got it.
Love them, so they're like, don't anything to mess it
I
up.
was devastated. I was like, what?
Bless you.
Vanessa, bless you.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think you'll ever hate her.
No,
I
no,
just
no.
think that she's just a character that I don't think will ever be anyone's favorite character.
Yeah, well, that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
not a main player.
Right. But she does get there throughout the show. Like, as the seasons go on, she is a much more important character. It's just nobody really cares.
They make her a series regular, like.
They do. Yeah, they eventually do.
If Jenny and Nate are going to continue, I think she'll just have to keep it from Vanessa because that's got to be super hurtful. I actually really like Vanessa and Nate together.
I liked them too.
I liked them too. If that gives.
They really, I felt, were good for each other.
Mhm.
Nate is totally lost. There's no way this is going to last.
Okay. So,
am I missing anybody?
well, do you think that Aaron and Serena will start something?
3 dates or something.
3 dates or something. Okay.
Yeah.
3 dates or something. All right. Blair's sad.
Blair's sad. Chuck's gonna, be Chuck.
What about Padge? Should we talk about him? Her face. Disgust.
I really just don't know what to do with him.
Same.
He
And I
has
don't think the
Nate,
writers
which
do
is
it.
great. And maybe like Nate and him, that's a good friendship.
Pate.
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 But to have
Victoria
Jenny in
named them
there,
Pate.
it's like I don't know what I actually
It's
really don't
strange.
know what to do with Padge. Wait,
Same.
does Padge do we ever have an episode where Padge goes off on his own and we see Padge out in the wild and we're like, wow, Padge?
Like out of character
Depends on
for
what
him?
you think out in the wild is.
I don't even
No,
know.
he's a loner that can't be alone.
Oh.
But he wants to be a
Yes,
loner, right? You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
He's the lonely boy.
but
he's the outsider.
he's the outsider. He's like this mysterious person, like this writer.
But you're supposed to relate to him as the viewer. Like Dan is supposed to be your way into
Of
this.
like, oh, this is more normal.
like
He's
you
more
relate
normal.
to Dan, but and you're open to this world because of him, you know. But it just doesn't work like that.
So would you say Dan's the main character?
Yeah, normally I would say yes.
Interesting.
He's number one main character, you think?
I mean, it depends on the season and who you're looking at and everything like that.
I feel,
But I feel
when
like-
the show first starts off, the it girl is coming back to town. Dan immediately is like, "Oh my god, my crush is back here,"
And he's on Gossip Girl.
and he's on
Yeah.
the blog, and so like it's
I mean, because you can't pick between Blair and Serena. Who's main
right. I feel like they
characters.
equally have a part. Like they're equals on the show.
There's also
like-
talk about like the girls didn't like each other in real life. I think that's all BS.
I know. I heard
No, I just
that.
think they just didn't. I
feel
think
like
I
girls
read
don't have
that.
to be best friends. You
Right,
could
they
just,
like they were
work together.
professional to each other,
Yeah.
but they weren't
Who,
like
Blake
they didn't
Lively
hang
and
out all the
Megan
time.
Meester?
Yeah.
They didn't like each other.
There was like all this like gossip, like
But
behind the scenes when the show
I
was
read
on.
it. I don't know if it was last season on the finale or whatever, but that was just speculation. They just
Yeah,
But
they were just
also-
acquaintances. They never like loved each other.
I mean, you work with
It's
these
just a working-
people
yeah.
for 12 to 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
They don't need to go home and hang out with each other.
plus like they've all dated each other in real life and stuff.
Justin asked Padge if he still hangs out with his Gossip Girl people, and he's like, no. I mean, if we see each other, we're cordial. And
Right.
it's kind of like going to summer camp. And
Exactly.
Well, I know
Yeah.
that like Ed Westwick and Chase Crawford are still friends.
It's
Yeah.
like these are your coworkers.
right.
Yeah,
Like if I see my
Right.
coworker in the store, I'm gonna be like, hey, how's it going? All right,
And
see
then
you
like
tomorrow.
not bother to like start up a huge conversation with them. Like you're just like, all right, hey.
Yeah, I'm not putting on my Instagram story that I saw my manager at like the grocery store, you know,
Right.
like taking a
Right.
selfie with him or
Right,
something like
that's
that.
it. It's like they photograph together. It's the
Yeah.
paparazzi or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, so my final question to you is, who do you think Gossip Girl is?
It's really hard. I say this every week, but if you can imagine, guys, who would you pick? Who would you guys pick?
right now.
Mm-hmm.
If I was watching this show right now,
Careful what you say.
I know. I know.
Phone a friend.
It's so hard. I feel like if just my 2 cents, I feel like maybe it's Jenny
Yeah.
because she's viewing all these older kids on the outside, wants maybe what they have. I mean, she did want what Blair had.
I don't know. Right now, I'd say Nate.
Nate,
I think
he's lost.
he's like in it and like observing everything.
Right, he's always observing. That's
It's
a good
never
one.
about him.
And he just always
Right.
Very
appears.
true.
He's always
He always
there.
always appearing. That's absolutely
I
true.
don't know. Right
I'll,
now.
I'll tell you this true story. The whole entire time I watched this show, I never once thought about or tried to guess who Gossip Girl was. I completely forgot that was a concept.
That's
I
what
just- I was
said
just
that
watching-
to
No,
but
Michelle,
that's how
though,
I
we
was
watched
just-
it.
Take the stress off yourself.
I just
you
watched this
know?
as like a soap opera, and like at the end when they finally tell you, I was just like, oh yeah, that was the point.
When
of the
Courtney
show.
watched it, because Courtney watched it our like sophomore year of college or whatever for the first time, she watched it not knowing who Gossip Girl was, and then like I think like before she started
She said
the
it was like season 4 or 5.
oh I was gonna say before like the last season or something, she accidentally saw it on Wikipedia. And she was so mad. And she comes to me and she's like, I know, I'm so
Why would that be the
mad."
first thing on Wikipedia though?
No, I think she was like looking for like episode something or something like that, and she saw it and she was devastated.
Yeah, you newbies don't go on Wikipedia.
Oh, don't go anywhere.
No, I don't ever go. I never, ever.
Don't look
ever.
up Gossip Girl gifts. Don't look up
Yeah.
No, never.
anything. Don't look up anything.
Were you happy with who it was, though, Ryan?
It made sense. Like when they like kind of rolled back the tape. It's like one of those things. Like when you like really you think about it and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it.
I cannot
Some would disagree.
believe this is finale. I find this out.
Oh, you know that?
But
Yeah, you told me that.
I told you that?
like true confirmation though, they do.
Yeah, they do. I always reference Pretty Little Liars. Like you
Yeah,
get
lots
it, you
of red
get it, and then you
herrings, and then-
don't, and then you
right.
get it, and then you don't.
Sorry, I know. But so now with us,
Oh, I said my favorite episode was season finale 2. I meant season finale 3 into episode 1 of 4. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Episode.
I mean, I
God
can
damn.
see why you would like end of 2 though. End of
Yeah,
2 is good.
yeah, but that's not what I was thinking.
Now I know why she picked 3.
Season finale of 3 into
Yeah.
episode 1 of 4. Sorry, I don't mean to make
Sorry,
you. But
Michelle.
season finale of 2 is good.
Yes, should start starting up them.
All right, so Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Sure, Jenny.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think she is Gossip Girl. I think she's just tipping her off.
You have a
Okay.
tally going?
Do I have a
knows.
tally? At the end of the season, I'll tally who
Okay.
she mostly
That was
thinks
so
is
funny.
Gossip
You're
Girl.
like, this isn't your many MVPs you had.
Yeah, I did the tallies of MVPs, and I'm like, shockingly, Michelle Jenny was your favorite. All around. Mine was a 4-way tie of 4 different people. I don't know how the hell that happened, and Ingrid's was
Just
Serena.
shows your indecisiveness.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. That shows my indecisiveness of who I love on this show, because I try to look at them all as equals, but it's
Do you
hard.
have an all-time favorite?
Oh yeah, do
But you can't say it.
I'm trying to think.
Well, I feel like saying a no. Right?
I mean,
too
it's
much.
probably...
Is it a character that's currently on the show?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the main characters. It would probably be... I mean, Chuck is probably my favorite character.
Wow.
Probably my favorite character.
I know. I get it. I'm waiting.
But Blake Lively.
Well,
you know,
Blake
like-
Lively,
Blake Lively
is
or
just-
Serena?
Yeah.
No, I don't like Serena as a person. But Blake
Yeah.
Lively,
Yeah, I mean, I love Blake Lively.
yeah.
She's just a
Serena's-
goddess.
And Shanna's is Blair.
Well,
Avi.
as you said.
Yeah.
But you're a big Chuck fan.
I'm a huge Chuck fan. Huge Chuck fan. Character development wise and everything like that. But yes.
No, go ahead.
But Blair just really resonates. Like not like that we have any similar personalities at all.
Really,
'Cause we're nothing alike. But like I admire her. She's like the best line ever in the season 2 finale. Ever of all time. So yes,
Mhm.
Liz.
I mean, Blair was always one of my favorite characters, like my favorite. But watching this time around, I don't have one yet, like at all,
Oh, and you shouldn't have one yet, unless
like
you,
at all.
I was gonna say unless you do, but you really won't.
Right now, Lily is up there. Lily was
Yeah,
our
Lily's
favorite from the
great.
start.
Yeah. Yeah, we did say
We
that.
did love her in the
I
beginning.
love
of the
Lily. She's
show.
great.
But here's the safe answer. Safe answer if you need an MVP or if you need
Rufus?
a favorite character, Dorota, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dorota. Yeah,
like,
Dorota.
like,
Yeah.
if you just need a default.
You know, there's someone that's coming soon that's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
Michelle's.
yeah.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
who it
Yeah.
is.
It's gonna be Michelle's
So
favorite.
easy. I'm excited for
I'm
you to meet
Yeah,
so
them.
guys.
excited.
Oh my god, I'm
Right.
so excited for you to meet them.
So excited.
Wait, can
Wait,
just
when
so I
does
know we're on
it
the
come
same,
though?
Soon.
So we're on
But-
the same page, actor or actress?
Actor.
Okay, then we're talking about the same person.
Ah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we're talking about serious. But then that also this person has something related to food later on too that you're gonna die for.
Yeah,
This
I know exactly
particular
what she's
person.
talking about.
I'm
This is
so excited for
good.
I can't get an episode? No, I guess it's better.
I'll just tell you, they're Jewish.
Well, thank goodness.
represent.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
So there's like locks and capers. and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
Coming
Yeah.
up.
It's
Coming
fun.
up real
Rah,
quick.
rah, rah,
It's
rah.
sooner than you think.
I think it's
like
I
5
think it's
episodes.
mid-season.
It's
I
very.
think it's like 5
close.
episodes from
We're
now or
close.
something like
We're
that.
close. Yeah.
It's like a month away.
Yeah,
That's
if
okay.
that.
That's
It's
cool.
good.
All right.
Oh, you will meet them by the time I come on.
Yeah,
Yep, you will.
Mhm.
You know who else is really good? Eric, but we don't get him a lot.
that's true too.
Yeah.
That's also my choice for Gossip Girl as well. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, if I'm thinking of it as someone who like is quiet enough that like,
That's
you
true.
know,
Petty enough.
yeah,
He just doesn't come off like this
Right
person
now.
who would right.
Yeah.
Right. We talk about this all the time, but every single character goes through the shit, and then they're like, "Oh, we love them again," and then you're like right back down there. You're
Yeah.
awful, and
But
so
you
it's
know
just,
what?
It's good character
I feel
development.
like Eric, he's only shined.
Yeah, he
so
has.
far. He really has.
Yeah.
We haven't seen. I guess they don't use him enough yet to make him
Right.
be crappy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine him
Yeah.
being crappy.
It's tough.
I guess we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked a lot. And thank you, Shanna and Ryan, for
Thank you,
joining
guys.
us.
Thank you for
We
Thanks
will
for
having
have
letting
me.
me
Shanna
crash your
on soon.
podcast ride.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to just be Ryan, and then Shanna's like, "Can I come too?"
I was
I
like,
was like, "Well, I guess." I mean, we have 4 mics, so
Sure,
it's
of
good.
course. More the
Just
merrier.
spend extra time with everyone.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Aw.
And by the time you get on this episode, will you be on the next episode? Will you be married?
How many weeks?
Oh
When-
crap!
when's the
Well,
wedding?
Because you
it's gonna
guys
be
are like
nauseous.
8 weeks, 6 weeks out, 8 weeks out to the wedding,
What episode are you doing?
13,
So
and we're on 8.
Yeah.
so no.
Okay, but thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
If you want to check us out on socials, we're at 3 Gossip Girls pretty much everywhere. On Twitter, we're the number 3 Gossip Girls. And we have an email account if you'd like to send us email. We love getting fun trivia and questions and just saying that you're enjoying the podcast. So check us out there. And if you want to join our Patreon little fam, you can go to ittakes3network.com, get some bonus goodies, get ad-free episodes, birthday club, all the good stuff. And we will see you guys next week.
You know you love us.
XOXO.
Gossip Girls.